everyone. Today we're going to take a moment to look at this. And this is a bunch of old drawings that I did when I was little. Today I would like to talk about copying, and this folder has something to do with that. There's some more back here, since I redid it several times. And here's the one that I really want to get to, right here. This one right here. And if I can get it out. Here we go. So this was... what date is that? I can't really read it. That's a shame. I'll go find a new one. I can read that one. Okay, here's another one. Okay, and 2012. So I was 11 years old when I drew these. And I use the word draw loosely because, they're traced. I think you you may recognize this art style, and if you don't, I'll just go ahead and tell you. This is the strawberry shortcake art style, and yeah, I just traced it. And that's why these two characters not only have the same face, but they also have the same pose pretty much, except her hands are down. These two look just like these two. I can't get them all in frame, but they look very similar. And all of these, it's the same face. It's pretty much the same pose, though down the line I did feel a little more comfortable with switching things up a little bit. It's the same character, it's the same person drawn over and over and over and over and over again. And that's a shame. Or is it? Which brings me to the topic I want to talk about. Is tracing really a bad thing, especially when it comes to beginners? Because this was me in my beginning stage. I was 11 years old. Actually, I had started doing these much earlier than that. I might have been 9 or 10 when I first started doing it. And, that's what got me into drawing, but is that like a really bad thing as far as beginners are concerned? And yes, I am talking about I was a child at the time, so of course I really didn't think about art theft and tracing and stealing and all of that stuff. In my mind, I drew these. These are mine. And I am an artist. These I posted on my Instagram. There's this one. I had posted on Instagram, which is where I got my Instagram there. My personal Instagram now. I don't post art on there anymore. But I think I posted this one too. So, yeah. I wouldn't have never posted these two on the interwebs had it not been for that first one, which I think is back here. But anyway, so we're going to talk about tracing, and I'm actually going to redraw one of these. I like this one, so I'm probably going to redraw this one. So, I actually wrote out a list of things to consider when wondering if it's okay to copy or trace someone's artwork. And I say artwork in particular because I know some artists do use, copy their reference photograph, which I say photograph because that is important. It's a photo, not a drawing. And I've used photos to help me draw before, trace over them. Mainly inanimate objects like water bottles and couches. That's pretty much the only thing I've ever traced before, as far as reference photos are concerned. And I think I traced a couple of people, but that's beside the point. Three things I think you should consider when wondering if this is okay is age, the reasoning behind why someone or yourself is tracing, and how is it being presented. And we're going to deal with age first. And especially when I think about myself and when I used to trace, I did it because I was bored. And a child might trace because they want to learn how to draw in that style. Anyone might trace because they want to learn how to draw in that style. And it's not like a child is sitting down and thinking, I want to trace this drawing so that I can post it on the internet and get all the credit. I don't know, some child out there might think that way, but I did not think that way. In fact, I just did it for fun. Yes, I would show my mom and stuff, and eventually, once I had built up my portfolio, I would go and show people at my mosque my drawings. and I was just like, look at all the stuff I've drawn. Drawn. But it's not like I was just sitting down and just thinking I'm gonna go and try to get all the credit for these drawings. And actually, sometimes I wonder if people that I showed knew that it was traced. They probably did, but anyway. And also, it's just doing it for fun. A child is not, like I said, not just sitting down thinking of an evil plot on how to steal the credit for a drawing. So, if it's a child, you just have to, just consider that. And also the reasoning behind drawing it, using someone's drawing as, tracing it or copying it. Someone might use it to practice, and I don't think that's the best way to practice, because you need to learn how to observe life and kind of break things down yourself and come up with your own art style. And copying or tracing someone else's style might not be very good, because the artist might distort or accentuate certain things that, you won't really be learning how to draw by tracing or copying someone's stuff. Like, you will not learn how to do anatomy. You won't learn how to draw trees. I still draw the little bubble trees, by the way. And you won't learn how to draw like hair. And if you look at those two drawings over there, you can tell that the hair is pretty bad. Even the one that I drew later on was pretty bad. It's like I didn't understand how hair worked. I'm better now, thank God. Anyway, someone might use it to learn to draw, like I said, or practice. I think the best way to practice is to use a reference photograph, not a reference photo as in a drawing. Don't do that. And also someone might trace because they want recognition, and that is never going to be right in any situation. Do not trace someone else's drawing because you want people to look at you and say, wow, you know how to draw, when you traced it, because that is not right. And that moves on to the next point. How is it being presented? If the drawing's not being shown to anyone, you're just tracing for fun. I sort of kind of think it's okay. Of course you need to ask the artist if they're comfortable with you tracing their drawing. And also, if you're posting it online without credit or without permission, that is not okay, because some artists do not like for you to trace their drawings, especially not when you're posting them and not giving credit. Now, if the artist does grant you access to the file and stuff and allows you to trace or copy their artwork, so as long as you give them credit, and if they say it's okay, then it's okay and you're free to do it. But, like I said, you need to ask permission. And if I think about back to why I trace for fun. I did tell people that I did it, but it's not like I actually did it really. But I did it for fun, and it really did get me into drawing, because I would draw like several of them in one sitting, and I was just like, I'm so cool. And eventually I did put down the strawberry shortcake coloring sheet and started drawing things on my own and in my own style. And I'm thankful for that strawberry shortcake coloring sheet, and I'm glad I traced it because it got me into art, and I'm glad that I did that. Yeah, and before you, if you go online and you see someone's tracing, before you go after them, once again, you got to consider these things. Consider the age of the person tracing. They might not understand the whole concept of art theft, especially if they're like 9 or 10 or something. They might not understand. I didn't understand at the time. I don't know, maybe the 9 and 10-year-olds are more advanced than I was when I was 9 or 10, so that's something to consider. And also, like I said, consider the fact the person, even if they are older, they might not understand the concept of art theft, and you gotta realize that sometimes people don't understand that tracing is not right in all cases. Like, you may think, like I thought, I did draw this with my hand. Yes, I did trace over an image, but someone might think that I still drew it. You know what I mean? So, and if you realize that this person is just, they don't care. They know it's art theft, and they really don't care. You can choose to report them. You can report them to the artist. You can report them on the social media, to the social media app or whatever. And if feel the need to go in the comments and tell them about themselves, just keep it clean and don't hurt their feelings too bad, okay? Don't attack people. Okay, that's all I have to say. I hope this helped you in some way, and I hope you got something out of it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week.